Hey everyone, welcome back to Ontario Gardening. Today, as promised, I am going to show you how to use up the rest of those green tomatoes from your garden and how to turn them into fried green tomatoes. So the first thing you're going to need is 4 ripe medium-sized tomatoes, green tomatoes, 2 eggs, a cup of flour, half a cup of milk, half a cup of cornmeal, and then half a cup of breadcrumbs. Now I am using breadcrumbs that have seasoning in them already. So it's seasoned with Romano cheese and different herbs. If you were using a plain breadcrumb, you would want to add a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of pepper to your breadcrumb mixture. But I'm going to skip that step just because I'm using seasoned breadcrumbs. Do what you want and whatever tastes good to you. So basically we're going to make an assembly line here. Because we're going to dip our green tomatoes in. So if I didn't mention already, we want to slice these into slices for our tomatoes. So the first bowl, we are going to add 1 cup of flour just to that bowl or a plate, whichever is easier for you. So that's where our 1 cup of flour comes in. In the next bowl, we're going to crack 2 eggs and we're going to put in half of the cup of milk and whisk that together. So I have my 2 eggs and I'm going to put my half a cup of milk in there. And as I said, we're just going to whisk that around until the eggs are incorporated with the milk. And that is your second step. Now, as for the third step, we will come over to this bowl here and we are going to add our half a cup of cornmeal, the half a cup of breadcrumbs. And then like I said, if you're using plain, that's when you would do your salt and pepper. But I have the season, so I'm not. And we're just going to mix that around. So I'm going ahead and I am making sure that the breadcrumbs and the cornmeal are really incorporated together. Okay, so now we have our assembly line 1, 2, and 3 for our fried green tomatoes. Now, at this point, we are going to do our dunk. So you can do this with a pair of tongs. I'm going to do it with my hands. So now we are going to dip our green tomato in the flour. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is into the egg mixture on both sides. And then step number 3 is into the breadcrumb corn mixture. And you're just going to make sure on that third step you're really coated in there. So I'm going to go ahead and work to get these tomatoes all battered up and then I will show you how to fry them. Okay, so I've got all of my fried green tomatoes. They are all battered up and ready to go. Now I've got a pan. You can use a deep dish pan and have about ½ an inch of vegetable oil in it. Put it on medium heat. And then we're going to fry these up. So I've got mine in the cast iron and I've got it, like I said, set to medium. We're going to go ahead and throw these bad boys in. You don't want to overcrowd them. So I'm going to do probably 2 to 3 at a time in small batches and make sure that they're golden brown on each side before I pull them out. So let's go ahead and drop them in and see what happens. And as you can see, it's already starting to fry up. So it's probably take about a minute on each side. We will flip these in a sec. Okay, so when I'm turning these over, it's been about a minute. They're nice and golden brown on this side, so I'm just gonna flip them and continue to cook them for about another minute on this side. And like I said, until it's golden brown on both sides. And so this is what they look like when they're done. So they are nice and golden brown, super delicious. Now you can serve these with a dipping sauce if you would like. You can do just straight up sour cream, a chipotle, ranch, garlic, whatever you want. I'm gonna try them with some ranch. Yeah, they're the perfect little appetizer or a little snack. And especially when you've got all those green tomatoes and you don't know what to do with them. So thanks for following along for this awesome recipe and using more things from our garden. And we will talk to you soon for other great stuff. Bye.